We're back again. This gonna be a part 3. So, um, I'm gonna give you a story time. The last video I kind of ended off about age is just a number, and this is a story that happens to me before. So, I was at this girl. I met this girl, better yet, at a job that I used to work at, a nursing home. And she had 2 kids. She had a girl that was older, and she had a son that was younger, of course. And she was pretty, she was cool. She was laid back, kind of like my personality. I was a little bit more like talkative, hypey, a little bit more than she was. And so I used to always ask about her kids. Oh, let me see your kids, what they look like. And at the time, I wanted a family. I wanted to take care of kids. I feel like I needed that in my life because my life was so boring. I needed somebody to wake up to and play with. I needed somebody to dress they, help them dress their clothes, fix their breakfast for them, ask about their schoolwork, do they need help, pick them up. I wanted to be a dad like that. I wanted to be a father figure, even though I would have probably been a stepdad. I wanted to do those things for her. So the relationship, like friendship, I could basically say, started to kind of grow, like over the months and years. Well, basically, probably just about a year, just 1 year. But so we started off talking a little bit. Then we started talking to each other more. She started sharing me about her kids and stuff, what they did at school and like what they did at home. And she knew I liked it that because it put a smile on my face. It made me happy that she would share, her kids with me. And it made me really happy. I felt like, okay, maybe she really wants me. Maybe she want to be with me. Maybe she want to start something and be a family and stuff like that. But we would never have like real conversations like, what she like in a man, what type of race do she prefer, do she like mixed guys, black guys, white guys, or we never really talked about what she doing after work. Do she go work out? I mean, the only thing she used to say is, when I go home, I'm going to sleep. You can easily tell somebody that and go home and stay up for hours, or go work out, or go to another guy's house, sleep with him until work time come around again. So it was just really like casual. It was more like I was kind of really focused on her kids. And it's like over time, like Halloween came around, she started to bring her kids to like the Halloween like party at the job, and we walked around. I felt like a father figure, talking to her kids, getting to know them and stuff. I'm like, hey, she probably really gonna give me a chance, So over time, she started bringing her kids overnight to sleep over, and I used to play pool with them, play dodgeball with them, used to run around, do flips with them and stuff at the job, because I worked night shift, so it was like an overnight thing. It was really cool, we had lots of freedom and stuff like that. I would ask her to kiss her a couple of times. She didn't want to do it. She never really want to give me a hug. So at that point, I started to figure out, like, oh, she might got a man on the side. She might be talking to another guy, because she like having mixed emotions. She kind of like showing him love and showing me affection too, like in the way of flirting, and she don't know what to pick. It's kind of like she at a point where she's weighing her options, and it's like she probably see me more than she see that guy because I work with her and we used to work like almost every day with each other. That's what I was thinking. I don't know for sure. So it get to a point where it get like, okay, 6 months or 7 months. It get to a point where you ready to connect with that person. You ready to, okay, you gonna let me in the door. Okay, man, you gonna let me come over. You gonna let me take your kids out. You gonna let me, buy your kids something. You gonna let me talk to, do this stuff for her kids. I mean, when you take a woman with kids, when you taking her, you taking the kids too. You cannot take her and leave the kids. It's like a package. It's a big package. And I feel like I was ready for that. Like, I felt like that was me. And over time, it was getting really stressful and really hard because it'd be like, okay, she's not. I used to text her and be like, oh, I like you a lot. You know what I'm saying? I love your kids. I want to get to know your kids. Like, for months, I was showing her. I wanted to be a father figure of her kids. I told her how much I liked her kids and I like kids and stuff like that. She would like play me like a bush. Like, I said play me like a bush. She would run laps around me. She would play me like I was her, like a boy toy. Like, mentally, not physically. Like, she would get mad and stuff on the phone, like, are you all up in my business and stuff like that? Don't be asking me questions about if I'm seeing another guy, if I'm talking to another guy and stuff like that. And it's like, whoa, I thought we was cool. I thought we was comfortable enough to ask you questions like that. And it was like she kind of was reacting like if I was her boyfriend and he was her boyfriend. It was like when she was at work with me, I was her boyfriend. When she was at home, she was his boyfriend. So it was like when she was at home and I was texting her when she was at home, she would text me like I was a stranger. Like I was like a person I just met her, like yesterday, asking her the questions. That's how she seemed like she was like acting. So over time, I'm talking to my friends and stuff. They saying she playing games and stuff like that. She ain't mature. She don't know what she want. She don't know if she want a father figure for her kids or she just want to be independent. Cause she always talked about the only thing she loved was her kids. She's so independent. She don't need a man. She don't need a man. But that's all talk to get you in the mind state that she don't need you, but she probably really, really do. But when you talking to two people at the same time, it's harder to feel one thing from another person than another person because you having mixed feelings. It's like this person has something you don't have. This person talk a lot. This person don't. This person fun. This person not. This person older. This person young. But she would like always tell me that I'm too young for her. She would tell her friends, he too young for me, he too young for me. She was only 5 years older than me. 5 years older than me. And she was saying I was too young. But then she would turn around and be like, you so mature for your age. You so mature for your age. And she was a nurse and I was an STNA. And I always believed that it was about title. It's all about title and money. She wanted me to be where she at. She wanted to be a nurse like her for her to even consider dating me. She didn't like that I was younger than her. She didn't like that I was lower than her as far as degrees. She wouldn't accept nothing lower than what she was. You be either on her level or you higher than level. So I started to figure out like this girl playing me because my brother used to tell me, she playing you. She don't want to be with you. She playing with you like a like a slimy ball or something, just stretching you out, balling you back up. So I started understanding, but like I was so in this illusion, like I'm gonna get a chance with her. One day she gonna give me that kiss. One day she gonna, kind of reveal to me that she wanted to be with me. And it was so stressful after months and months. And she used to ask me, am I okay? Why I'm not talking like I used to? Because over time, my energy started to wear down because I wasn't getting anywhere. You ever work so hard at something and you not progressing, you're not getting anywhere, and you get to a point where you just want to quit. You get to a point where you can't do it anymore. Your energy is low. You start putting an effort because you're trying, you're not getting anywhere. You might have did that in a relationship before, and that was happening to me. I wasn't getting anywhere. And it's like, one day, I was sitting next to her, like 4 or 3 in the morning. Like we used to lay on the couch, on a separate couch, like this big L couch. She would lay on this couch, I would lay on this couch. Or like if I lay on this couch, she'd lay on this couch. And we just, she would like give me a whole bunch of mixed emotion. Like she'd come spend time with her friends and come spend time with me. I'm like, okay, she kind of feeling me. And sometimes you'll feel weird when she don't come around, like why she didn't come and stuff like that. And try not to make it too obvious at work, I guess. So it was one day I was we laid on the separate couches for like months, and then like all of a sudden, it was her phone would always ding, like that iPhone or Android got that little ding when somebody texts you, like every time 4 in the morning, every time. I'm like, why every time 4 in the morning her phone will go off? I'm like, yeah, she talking to another dude. That's why she taking so long to even be with me. That's why she taking so long to even say she like me. She taking too long to move to the next level. Because she trying to see what this guy about and, what she can do with him, what she can do with me. And she trying to weigh her options out and stuff like that. I'm like, I know for a fact she's seeing me way more than him. I'm spending more time with her way more than him. Because I know she's not the type of woman that bring men in her house. Because I used to talk to her daughter all the time when her daughter used to spend the night at work. And she never said anything about a man coming over or, and stuff like that. Like, her daughter was very open and very smart. And I know how to, like, get to her head, make her give me clues that certain stuff was going on, not at work, because I was really iffy. So one day I was sitting next to her, and it dinged again. And she was so excited that he said good morning. Like he was always used to say, good morning, baby. How you doing? Good morning, baby. I'm at work. Something like that. So when it dinged, she wasn't even thinking and she reacted. Like she pulled her phone out and she unlocked it and she read it. And then what I saw was a heart face. It was some words, like the heart eyes, like the emojis, huh? And I knew right there and there, it was another guy. And it hurted so bad. I'm like, it was a guy after all this time. And then when I tried to ask her about it, it's like, oh, that was just a friend, you talking about, that was my mom. That was my mom saying that she got to get the kids up and stuff like that. I'm like, your mom sending you heart emojis? Love emojis? I'm like, really? And it's not the second time she tried to defend herself every time to keep me in this trance like she ain't talking to nobody. Because she knew if I found out she was talking to somebody, I would stop liking her and move on. And she didn't want that because I used to work around a whole bunch of girls. And she wanted to have me. She didn't want nobody else to talk to me. Because deep down inside, she knew I was a real guy. She knew I was the guy that she needed in her life. But because she was so prideful and so worried about money and a freaking title, she didn't move on to the next level with me. She was so worried about I'm gonna see what this guy about. I'm gonna see that she should have knew right off the jump street. This is the guy I've been looking for. She could not believe the type of person I was when she first met me. She's like, are you real? You know, like, you so nice. Like, you so calm. People ain't normally that nice. Because she's so used to being around bad people and evil people all the time. And when somebody good come around, you're like, whoa, I can't comprehend it. My brain can't handle it. It just really happened to me. It's almost like winning the lottery. You can't believe it happened to me. It's me. I really won. It was like that to her. So over time, you know, it started to decrease. And I'm like, yeah, she's seeing somebody else. And it was hard working with her because I used to work with her, and it was so hard to work with her because I used to see her, and it would kind of like put me back in this love trance, this love matrix. Like, man, I want to love her so bad. Man, I want to be with her so bad. Man. And it hurt her so bad until one day I started having a feeling when my time was up. I knew God was going to take me away. Because I started to feel it. Because people started complaining that I was sleeping like early in the morning. I would get caught sleeping on the couch. And people started saying, yeah, you might get fired, you know. And I just stopped caring. Because I'm like, well, I lost her anyway. I already knew I wasn't going to get her. You know, it been like a year and something, and she still ain't did nothing. And like every time she would see me getting away from, like sliding away from her, she would try to bring her kids back for me to come back to her. But over time, it would stop working. And I looked at her like, yeah. And I told her a couple times, I'm going to get fired here. I'm going to get fired. She's like, no, you ain't going to get fired. She had in her head, I had it down pat because I was such a good worker. Everybody loved me. Nobody had no bad complaints about me. Everybody wanted me to be their aide. They're like, man, he's too good of a worker for him to fire him over somebody sleeping. Until that one day, I got caught sleeping. And the boss called me, told me to go home. He called, the boss told the nurse, told me to go home. He called me, and I got home. He was like, you know, everybody know you've been sleeping. And I'm sorry, you a good worker. Everybody love you and stuff like that, but I gotta fire you. He couldn't even suspend me. He could have suspended me for like 2 weeks, even a month. He fired me. And I knew it was gonna happen. God was showing me it was time for me to get out of there. But it was a learning experience. It was time for me to go. It was time for me to leave. He took me out just in time because I was at a breaking point, man. I tell you, man, I was like hallucinating, dealing with spirits and stuff like that. It was crazy. I couldn't handle it no more. All these lies and months and trying to please, like, I finally got fired. And that brought me away from her. And when she found out I wasn't going to come back, she's like, oh, you can come back. I'm going to have people try to get you back. I'm going to try to have my mom be a nurse so she can hire you, like the DON nurse and stuff like that, to hire you back. It never happened. It never happened. And the guy that fired me, like a month later, he got fired. And that was it. She knew I wasn't coming back, so she's like, the heck talking to him? Ain't no point in talking to him. So the other guy she was talking to, he basically won the title. He basically got her. He probably still talking to her. Or she probably playing him like she rat laps around me. But God set me free from her. Set me free from her. I should be the one she should have chosen. She should have listened to me. She should have watched me. But being so prideful and naive and looking at the person for the wrong things made you miss out on a good person. The person you've been waiting for so long. You had it right in your hands. And you just dropped the ball. She would never ever meet somebody like me again. And if you've been through that same situation, they will never probably meet a person like you again. Because they hard to find. They don't come around like mail. They don't. You know that. Because those who probably watching it is probably a good person and been through the same situation. But don't worry about it. Keep moving on. It's they lost. It's they lost. They're going to be the one crying. They're going to be the one heartbroken. They're going to be the one turning evil. They're going to be the one having a life with no love. They're going to be trying to love this guy, love this guy, love the other guy. And they'll never show him love. It'll always be fake. After years and years and years, they're going to just break in half. And you're going to be somewhere successful. You're going to be somewhere in a good place. You're going to be somewhere happy. Living life. And they're going to be sitting there struggling. Struggling on every level. But that's my story for today. Like the video, guys. Subscribe. Leave a comment. And I'll see y'all guys next video.